Record. Okay, welcome to another episode of the Day After Podcast, guys.
How's it going, everyone?
We are here with another Brantsteele, as you can see. This one is a special edition. It is the Captain season.
Yep. I'm wearing my Captain America t-shirt.
Yeah, and I'm actually wearing my Captain Usopp from the anime One Piece t-shirts.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, it's a interesting thing because with this season, it's all people that Survivor deemed worthy to come back and be kind of like the draw for that season.
Yeah, there is one exception. I feel like we should preface this at the beginning. There was someone who was in the captain thing we can't bring him back for very obvious reasons.
And so given the state of like their criteria for bringing people back for the Philippines, we just used that same criteria for one castaway.
Yeah, and it was the season previous to Philippines, so it would have made sense for them to bring them back for this one, and that was Courtney Moon.
Yes.
We're just going to start that off right now. So
also, we haven't had too many female captains, so...
Yeah, there's only been a few. In fact, even Sandra Diaz Twine's technically a stretch because she was a mentor, not a captain, but it works. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah. Also, as Joe has pointed out, we have never used Sandra in any of our Brantsteeles.
Or Boston Rob.
Well, Sandra, you know why for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've just both been used, and especially with Sandra's Winners at War thing, just... if we were going to bring her back anytime after that, it kind of stopped it from happening.
Yeah.
So this is really like her time to prove us wrong.
Yeah. I'm curious.
Yeah.
All right. Without any further ado, let's go through everyone. We did a schoolyard pick. Joe went first, and these are our peeps.
Yeah. So the first one here on the team is Aubry Bracco. When we were doing the schoolyard pick, there's only a few females, as we stated, and I felt like I couldn't take all of them, so I was like, okay, I'll just take Aubry. You can have Wentworth. Yeah. It was almost like we decided on a trade without even having to really verbalize it.
I guess because the people I usually choose and the people Joe usually choose, like you can kind of like tell, like I knew Aubry was definitely a lock-in. I mean, she's a great contestant. And Jojo really enjoys her.
Yeah, no, she's been on a few of them. Never really had success on these though, which is a little unfortunate. I'm hoping that she redeems herself here.
It's a possibility. It's we're using token genes, so it's going to be a little difficult.
Yeah, token teams, just so anyone knows, when you go to exile, you actually have the chance to mutiny. No one on the season mutinied because, it immediately puts a target on your back.
Yeah.
Brantsteele doesn't care about that. People will just jump ship and then get voted out.
That'll be interesting. So we'll see if Aubry is sent to exile.
Yeah.
This is actually the first time we're using exile.
Is that true?
Yeah.
We've never used it before?
Because we always do stuff, well, except for China, we've always done stuff like, heroes versus villains onward.
True, we've never had an exile island, so this will be the first time that people can go there.
I know.
That's interesting. Okay.
All right.
Next up, we got Bobby John. One of the first contestants besides the All-Stars batch to be able to return a second time.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have good outings both times, but he is a big character on the seasons. Like he does take a lot of screen time when he was out there.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that he's also, just like Aubry, able to kind of show like, hey, I can do this too.
Yeah. With my thoughts on Bobby John, well, I mean, because of, his tight bond with Stephanie, Stephanie kind of got over him a little bit near the end, but it was like, but because they've made it so far in deep in, Palau, it makes them like an iconic duo in a sense.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I do feel like he has the ability to be brought back. Especially in modern Survivor where we have all-star seasons every couple of years, what have you. I feel like he has bring backable
Yeah,
things.
and he was young at the time. You know, it would be interesting to kind of see an older Bobby John because he was a pretty immature for his time out there. So it'll be nice to kind of see, you know, him tapping to be a lot more, you know, as the mature, the older one out there.
I would love to see him getting in a screaming match with Philip.
That would be something. Okay, next we got David Wright, really interesting character from Millennials vs. Gen X, and came back for Edge of Extinction. Even though all the captains of that season kind of got demolished, he was one of the ones that was able to stick around longer than any of the other ones.
Oh yeah, I think that's one of the interesting things about Edge, as well as, you know, like Edge of Extinction and how that worked, and the fact that the first person to ever have won that's also been voted out in the same season actually won, was the fact that it kind of subdued the expectations of like, oh, at least one captain is going to make it to the end, because a captain always makes it to the end.
Yeah, first time it's ever happened.
And Dave Ryan Johnson did.
I really thought Wentworth was making it to the end there. I
thought it was her season.
It seemed like it. There was so much press around her too. She had such an edit. She had a huge edit. Yeah, so I'm interested to see him also. The only time he's been on our Brantsteele was our Hunger Games, and he had a very interesting.
He had a horrible time up there.
He was having nightmare after nightmare.
He was an emotional wreck.
Yeah,
begging for people to kill him.
Yeah, and no one was doing it.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he was one of the standout stars of it because of how terrible his experience was.
Well, hopefully this time around, kind of like to mirror his Survivor go around.
Yeah.
He, you know, has that, you know, caution and like scarediness in the first one, but he comes back more of a badass in the second one.
What's interesting is that there's a lot of ego on this tribe, so we're gonna have to see how he handles all that ego.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. If you look at the bottom row, like
all four of them,
all four of them, and it just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah, this is going to be something, and even honestly, the few people to the side, I think, would have quite a big ego for him.
All right, so our next contestant
would be yours truly, Joe King. You know, one of us has to win one of these, right? One of us has to make it to Winners at War.
It would be very, very nice for one of us too, you know.
Hopefully both.
Hopefully both. Like if one of us wins this and then mollywops and beats All Stars 4,
that'd be crazy.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, both of us in Winners at War.
Because I don't think we have anyone here that's already in Winners at War, right?
We have Wentworth,
except for her. But that's 1 out of 16. And now as I say that,
she's gonna get
All right, but you know,
if she wins now.
I blame myself.
I mean, I think it's good for the audience. Like, if you want to see more of this, have a winner win, so that way we have to then have another one before we can have our Winners at War.
Precisely.
Yeah, or we just cut Snooki.
No, Snooki has to be there so she will be like the Michelle of that season, of like there to prove her win.
I think she's more like the Danny.
That's an insult.
It's I don't know. A compliment for her.
Okay, next up.
Another one of my favorites, Jonathan Penner, one of the best storytellers that Survivor has had on the show. He is hilarious at all of his confessions. He understands the game very much to the point where he can lay out everything that's happening, even if it's not even happening to him. He knows what's happening to other people.
Always gives great confessionals, and every single one of his seasons, I mean, even in Micronesia before he got medevaced, he had a great running.
Yeah, it seemed like he was going to make another deep run up until that point.
Yeah.
And his only time that he's honestly been on here was Survivor Rivals, and he just barely misses out on the merge.
Yeah.
So he's another person really hoping he can redeem himself. Like, I think this is really, my tribe is the story of redemption.
I'm interested to see this, or figure out the story of my tribe.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Okay.
Speaking of redemption.
Yeah, actually. The person who won Redemption Island, Boston Rob.
Now, I gotta say, as I've been rewatching everything, I just finished Cagayan today. Rob gets a lot of crap for like, oh, it was handed to him. No one there knew how to play and all that stuff. However, if you look at every single captain season, he is the only captain to have ever won said season that they were in.
Yeah.
That's impressive because they, it puts a huge target on their back and they don't have to listen to the person.
Yeah. I think he did a great job picking the two people that just could not win the game.
Yeah.
And making sure that they stuck with him, because that was the problem with a lot of the captain seasons. They'll get to the end, but they'll be with someone who could win. And
Sophie, I mean, if I'm coach, I wouldn't think Sophie. Like, even rewatching that, I'm like, was she though? I'm like, I appreciate her game a little bit, but at the same time, I'm like, was she though?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that he thought that she was way dumber than she was, and that's a misread in my opinion. Was that he thought that she would just be that girl who would kind of just let him kind of say what he wanted and do what he wanted, and she does that and convinces him that that's what she is up until the end, and then she's able to literally crack open his game.
And don't get me wrong, she also won a fair bit of challenges out there as well.
Yeah.
So like, she's a respectable player, but I don't know. I do enjoy Coach a lot, as you guys will see in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Okay, well, here's my favorite player of all time, and that's Russell Hantz. Just one of the best idol finders, one of the best villains that the show has ever seen.
Iconic.
I mean, every episode he's out there is great. Like, there isn't a bad episode of Russell Hantz. The first 3 episodes of Redemption Island, honestly, are pretty good. And he's in those 3 episodes.
I mean, it's so how he's influenced Survivor. He just, he was like this big event that just happened. And, the year that, or the 2 seasons he did back to back, where it just was like a meteor that struck and killed the dinosaur that was old school, and then helped make, in that wreckage, new school.
Yeah, I do attribute that. Like, the reason Survivor is still going is a huge part to Russell Hantz. He made the show, he innovated the show long enough for it to now be able to evolve. Because at the time, it was like, it would slowly evolve, but it didn't really seem like it wanted to, and he forced it to evolve.
He was a meteor, and that's a metaphor.
Yeah. Okay, we've spoken about this last person. She was my last person I picked in the schoolyard pick, and that's Sandra Diaz Twine.
Yeah.
She's not going to make it very far.
We never know, because Brantsteele.
Yeah, but it's just
she had her reign. She had some credibility ish.
Yeah.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. There is something about winning twice. There is something there, and she did play hard in Heroes versus Villains. Like, she was trying to get the numbers, and she wasn't targeted by, like, she wasn't necessarily like taken down as a result of it, because they're like, not a big threat. Little did they know it didn't work out in Russell or Parr's favor that way, but
if one hero made it to the end, they were going to win that season. So it was really just like, because Sandra was with 2 of the people that the entire jury hated, it worked out for her. Like, that really is what gets her to win, is she happened to be against the 2 people who controlled the game. And sometimes, when there's a duel like that kind of just wins the game or makes it to the end like that, if you're just that other person, sometimes it just works.
It happens.
And it's...
she does have a little underdog status in that season.
Yeah, exactly. So, who knows? If she wins, fuck.
I'm going to have to trade this out for alcohol.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's my tribe.
All right. Now it is time for the Rye Guys tribe.
Which, by the way, the first person is on the original Token Teams and on the original tribe.
Yeah. And that is going to be Coach Benjamin the Dragon Slayer Wade. As I've been rewatching, I've grown to love him even more, just because of, like, he's a cool villain in the first one. And, like, I love the little potential showmance they had with him and Jerry, who is also another favorite of mine. And I just really like his, like, philosophy. If I was to sit down and like have an interview about life, not necessarily Survivor, about life, it honestly would be Coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's a very interesting character just in general. Like, there had never really been a character like Coach until Token Teams. Like, he was just so out there. Like, he was literally a storybook character. Like, he felt like he just came out of fiction, but he was a real person. And it was like, how did they get this guy?
They found him. They just found him. Yeah. The only thing about Coach that I don't think I would be able to bond him with is Tai Chi.
Yeah.
That I don't like slow.
Yeah.
Speaking of rhyming with slow, we got Joe.
Worst transition. Worst segue.
It rhymed. If anything, that's the best one. So we got Joe A. And
not Joey, Joe A. Joe England.
Joe A. And I like Joe. He was pretty cool in, the seasons he was able to be in. And I'm excited to see how he does in this. He did go home much too early in Edge of Extinction, but that's what happens when you're known as a challenge beast.
Yeah, literally, they didn't give him a chance to really do individual immunity. Like, he lost the first one. It's like, okay, Joe, go home now.
Yeah.
Like, that was just the decision. There was no, like, talking else about it.
No.
Like, I actually think Joe is not just a physical threat. I think he's also a very good social and strategic threat. He's just not allowed to do that because his physical game is so good.
And that's just the stereotype you see. You see like a well-fit guy with long hair, and you're like, oh, they're a threat. Yeah. And I will say that's like a theme in ours. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of men, except for me, with long hair. But I did have long hair in high school. So
I will say you have a very physical tribe, in my opinion. There's a lot of strength there.
Strength.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have one of the best female contestants of all time, Kelly Wentworth. Mm-hmm. You guys have heard how much I've loved her. And, she is the only winner from this season that we have with our Brantsteeles. I'm interested to see how she does this time around. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, she either does really good or really bad on these. She's either like made it to the end or she's gone out pre-merged so far. So let's see if she can, have another making it to the end season.
I mean, if she's gonna make it to the end, I'm open for alliances.
Yeah. Alliances.
All right. Next up, we have Courtney Moon from One World. She was not necessarily the first boot, but the first one eliminated due to medevac.
Yeah.
And
she's the first person, I believe, to have been on Survivor to not be either voted out or go to a tribal council in that sense. Yeah.
Which was unfortunate because when I was watching the little TV guide breakdowns of everyone, those little specials, I was like, oh man, she seems so nice. I want to root for her.
Yeah.
Because she has this cutesy persona, but also she has the alternative lifestyle and she works on motorcycles, which is cool.
Yeah. You picked her very early in the schoolyard pick.
Well, because I just figured it would be nice. Yeah.
Just watch her be the first boot again. That would be the worst.
As long as it's not me.
As long as it's not. You're trying to be Sandra now?
I mean, she's not the only one that has adopted that style.
Yeah.
Except I can actually do stuff. All right. Next up is Ozzy. Ozzy is interesting because I feel like I appreciate his physical gameplay a lot. However, personality-wise, I still think he has a lot to grow.
Yeah.
Because when I've rewatched, some of these seasons, and I'm like, Ozzy, why is he idolized a little bit? I know he's an attractive man that can do incredible things, but his personality isn't always on point and there.
I wasn't really turned off by him until South Pacific, because then you've got kind of the bullying stuff with Cochran, and we know we like Cochran. He's a great person.
Well, I mean, that was also my first introduction to Ozzy because my first season was Token Teams, and so I wasn't
Yeah,
I didn't know who he was
I had
yet.
actually watched the seasons chronologically by his time. So I'd watched Cook Islands, which I liked him in there. I had watched Micronesia, I liked him there, and then South Pacific, and I was like, what happened here?
What did happen, man?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, if we're talking about what happened incidences, we have Russell Swann, who he just Survivor has dealt him bad hand after bad hand.
Yeah.
And I just feel for this guy.
Yeah.
I I don't know if he would ever play again. If they do a pre-merge season, I think someone that has been a pre-merge boot twice already would be great to bring back. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this many times on this podcast. I really like the episode in Philippines where he goes home there. It's a beautiful episode where it's just the three of them against the world, and they still lose.
It was a sad day. Because but who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
This could be his season.
Yeah. Russell was in another one of our seasons. I believe it was our pre-merge season, right?
And he
makes it
won
far.
His way back.
Yeah, he won his way back at 6th place. I will also say Ozzy has been in one of our seasons, and he got medevac. Third,
really early.
Yeah,
too.
like on day 8, he got medevac,
which is crazy.
So hopefully, he doesn't do that.
All right. Now our next contestant is actually from a different reality show called Blind Dating. He was a contestant on this show where it's basically one girl chooses or whomever, one contestant chooses between two other contestants, and they ask a bunch of questions that no one knows what anyone looks like, and then the one person chooses between the two contestants who to go on a socially distant date with. And he did well in that episode, but
he won. Let's just say he won.
Okay, I won that, but I got ghosted. Anywho, so did I really win? Anywho, he's appeared on these Brantsteeles before. He does either terribly or
Yeah, makes it to the merge and then goes home.
It's just I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah, I will say we haven't done very good on these.
No,
we have not.
You've done better.
I've made it to the merge and the All Stars 2, which was a very long season. So I guess that's something.
That's more than me. I'm just like, hey, and then killed off.
Yeah.
All right, and finally, we have Stephanie, one of my favorite old school survivors. And one things that I have the internal struggle with Guatemala and where I place it on my list, because I really enjoy Stephanie and I like her competitive nature. But because Danny won that season, I feel like every time I make that list or update my list in my rewatch top 40, I just think about what Danny stole away from her.
You're just not seeing Danny's game though.
Yeah. Just not pissing anyone off and just kind of being there.
Yeah, but she didn't tell production anything.
If she was any more of a goat, she would have square pupils.
No. She was very strategic in the game. Literally, she outed Gary Hogaboom. She literally outed him so that way he could go home before her.
That wasn't that big of a move.
It was a pretty big move.
Yeah.
For old school Survivor, that was a big move.
I don't think so. Though.
It was the first time when they had a sports person and they were like, hey, he doesn't need the money. He should go home before any of us.
But the only thing Danny did was win an auction, won 2 challenges.
2 challenges.
So?
Yeah, she was good. And literally, the reason you don't think she's good is because you don't see it on the television.
I rewatched it with an open mind.
No, that's the point. That was her genius.
I rewatched it with an open mind.
That was her genius, was that she didn't want production to interfere, because up to that point, it was obvious that production was interfering in certain seasons, trying to make sure their favorites would make it to the end. And she didn't let production know her plans, so that way they couldn't interfere.
No. All right, but now we got Stephanie, and Hopefully I crush her. We'll see.
Mhm.
I can't say anything with certainty,
Yeah.
except that we're going to have a fun time.
Yeah, or a terrible time. It really can go either.
All right. Now, I'm just going to say it flat out. I would like one of us to win.
One of us needs to win. It's going to be sad if we don't win or something.
We got a 1 in 8 shot for one of us winning this thing.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, one of us has to win to make it to winter somewhere. At least one of us needs to make that season.
I know. I'm trying. Does my win on blind dating count?
I wish.
We make the rules.
We do.
All right, let's
okay.
go. First impression.
So they're deciding who is the biggest liability, and the people are Jonathan, Penner, and Ozzy.
Obviously, two of the really great players are obviously
the biggest liability. So obviously we have some gamers then.
Also, guys, if you ever go on Survivor, whenever they make you isolate someone, they're not voting him off.
Yeah,
They
it's
never do
happened
that.
once.
And that was still a very controversial thing. They're
Yeah.
not going to do that.
I mean, I guess it's happened twice actually, because it happened in Palau and it's happened in.
Well, I mean, they had a
Douglas
chance
Water.
to
come back. Yeah, but still, yeah, it doesn't happen anymore. And there's a reason. I think they've gotten so much shit for it. They're not going to do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can either look for an idol or they can get a head start on their shelter.
I would go for the idol.
Jonathan looks for the idol and finds it.
Well, damn.
Ozzy chooses to get a head start on the shelter. Classic.
We
Ozzy.
love you, Ozzy.
Classic
Thanks,
Ozzy.
man. Thanks, man.
Well, Jonathan Penner starting off strong. And we got our first alliance here.
Nice.
Aubry, Bobby John, Rob Mariano, David Wright, and Joe King.
Dope.
Interesting that Rob is one of the weaker ones here.
Well, I mean, it's early on. You're keeping your options open,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah, I know. It's just, he's always been that kind of like get his group and stay with them to the end.
We'll see.
And then the other alliance is Jonathan Penner, Russell Hanson, Sandra, Diaz, Twine.
This could be tricky because he may be in the minority alliance. However, he has an idol.
Yeah.
Which makes it dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know also why Sandra's so in on this 3-person alliance.
Maybe it was like, kind of reversal of like Russell, where it's like, we hate each other so much, but we have to work together.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. And then on your tribe, Coach, Courtney, and Ozzy have an alliance.
All right.
And then Kelly, Ryan, and Stephanie have an alliance.
Enjoy this alliance.
That's a good alliance.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think I dig it. I actually like both of these alliances. Who are the two on the outs?
That would have to be. That's going to be Russell Swann, and that is also going to be
Ingram.
Joe A.
Yeah, so Russell Swann and Joe Ingram are the swing votes of this situation.
All right, let's see.
And your tribe wins immunity.
And a Flint!
Yeah, they also get Flint.
Yay.
Good for you guys.
Fire.
Yeah. Okay, no one finds the idol. I believe the idol that was found by Penner, though, can only be played on the first tribal. I think that's the rule that Brantsteele gave to this.
Okay.
So I believe Penner has to play it. So
we might as well.
He's going to be safe, at least for episode 1. Oh, and Coach, Courtney, and Ozzy is now a very weak alliance.
Nice.
That's
Come
good
over,
for you.
Coach.
That's good for you. Okay, who's going home here? Who's going to be the first boots?
I'm saying
Sandra.
I'm going to say Boston Rob.
You're going to say Boston Rob.
Because I feel Penner's going to play his idol.
Jonathan plays the first impressions idol.
Yeah.
No one can vote for him.
My life.
First vote goes to Russell.
Dun, dun, dun.
Second vote goes to Rob. Third vote goes to Rob. Fourth vote goes to Russell. Fifth vote goes to Russell. Oh, no. Sixth vote goes to Rob. Seventh vote goes to Russell. Eighth vote and player leaving it. Russell Hans is the first boot of our season.
I'm sorry, man.
That is awful.
You should have made an alliance with us when you had a chance.
Yeah. Okay, Aubry votes for Russell. Bobby John votes for Russell. David votes for Russell. I vote for Russell. Jonathan votes for Rob. Boston Rob votes for Russell. Russell votes for Rob. And Sandra votes for Rob.
Right.
So Sandra and Penner are on the outs on my tribe now.
All right.
Okay.
Alliances. You guys are going strong.
Yeah, it looks like it's the same, except now they just don't have Penner. I mean, Russell.
Yeah.
They're weak.
We're strong. Immunity challenge.
And you guys win immunity.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, they can send someone from the losing tribe to Exile Islands, and they choose Aubry.
Interesting choice.
Aubry can now send someone from your tribe, and they choose Ryan.
Are we going to have an alliance?
I would love it if you switch tribes right now and come over to my side.
That would be so stupid of me.
Okay. One contains an island clue and option to mutiny. Aubry gets it, but does not mutiny. She is playing it safe. So she has the clue, shares it with David, and Aubry found the idol.
Ooh, nice.
But then David somehow isolates himself after getting the clue.
It's in your alliance, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. They're
Okay,
now they went
a
right back to where they were pretty much.
They're like, all right, Ryan's out. We can bond now.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna say Sandra.
I might say Penner. He
Penner.
played the idol.
True. Aubry does not play the idol. First vote goes to Penner. Second vote goes to Penner. Third vote goes to Rob. Fourth vote goes to Rob. Fifth vote goes to Rob. Sixth vote goes to Penner.
One vote left.
Seventh vote player leaving is Penner.
Yeah.
Look at Boston Rob controlling his tribe.
He's doing a good job.
Aubry votes for Jonathan. Bobby votes for Jonathan. David votes for her. So David flipped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he isolated himself.
True. He wouldn't know what's going on, and he probably just said, fuck it, I'll go for Rob.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, my tribe's getting dwindled a little bit.
I mean,
yeah, look
that
at
alliance is still very, very solid.
Yeah.
Even though one is gone.
Yeah.
Reward.
Your tribe wins reward. They win kerosene lamp, rope, blankets, pillow, and a tarp.
We choose Rob
to go. Okay.
And
they choose Courtney.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay. Who's going to get it? Courtney Moon gets it, and she chooses to mutiny.
Why? Courtney, we could have done so many great things.
She saw a chance to make a move and went for it. And my tribe wins immunity.
Is Courtney just the thing holding our thing together?
Yeah, now she's gonna keep our tribe to win immunities.
Shit. This is not good.
Okay. So Courtney has a clue to the idol, shared with Sandra, but there's no idol hidden. And Sandra and Aubry have a minor fights. Not
She's like,
for
you have the idol clue.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
The behavior of Ozzy is rubbing the tribe the wrong way.
All right, let's boot him. Is
Ozzy going to go home the same position he was the last time he was on our Brantsteele?
I would like for that to happen.
Okay, first vote goes to Ozzy. Second vote goes to Ryan. Third vote goes to Ozzy. Fourth vote goes to Joe.
That's out of left field.
Fifth vote goes to Joe. Sixth vote goes to Ozzy.
Yeah.
Seventh vote player leaving is Ozzy. So who voted you?
Russell
Swann.
I vouch for you so much, man.
At least you didn't go home. Didn't go home. Okay.
Yeah.
Coach votes for Joe. Joe votes for Ozzy. Kelly votes for Ozzy. Ozzy votes for Joe. Russell votes for Ryan. Ryan votes for Ozzy. Stephanie votes for Ozzy.
So my alliance is holding up strong.
Yeah, and you got Joe. Cool. So you got one of the swing votes.
All right. So you guys are ahead because Courtney wanted to
switch.
Leave.
Yeah. Her alliance with Coach and Ozzy kind of got screwed.
Yeah.
So she kind of screwed herself, honestly.
Maybe
like long term.
Did she fear me and my power alliance?
Maybe she thought that you guys were gonna win if you guys went. I don't know. Reward.
Oh no.
They get to raid 2 items from losing tribe, and they send
me
Ryan. And he chooses Aubry.
All right, so I think we're starting to see the alliances from across the tribes.
The cross-tribal alliances. And Ryan finds the clue.
Now Ryan would not mutiny, but
he chooses to anyway.
I'm going to go in there and kick virtual Ryan's ass.
Oh, no. Now you're going to be my alliance partner. But we're also going in tribal. That means you have very little time to get acquainted with the tribe dynamics. Don't worry, you have a clue to an idol that doesn't exist. And you share it with David. See, you're using it as leverage, even though David already knows where the idol is. David and Sandra have a minor fight, though. There's hope. There is hope, Ryan. There is hope. You can't. No one found that. No one on your tribe is honestly finding these idols. They're just letting it happen. You should have stayed. You would have got the idol if you stayed. Okay. Who's going home here, Ryan? Who's going home? I'm going to say Sandra. I'm going to say Sandra.
I'm going to do a Black Noir and not speak.
First vote goes to Sandra. Second vote goes to Sandra. Third vote goes to Sandra. Fourth vote goes to Sandra. Fifth vote goes to Rob.
Okay, I can talk again.
Sixth vote goes to Rob. Seventh vote goes to Rob.
What?
Eighth and final vote goes to Rob.
I swear to Christ. No.
You've been screwed over by the rocks before, Ryan. Okay.
I would flip.
So the mentors from Island of the Idols are getting into a tie here. First vote goes to Sandra. Second vote goes to Sandra. Third vote goes to Rob. Fourth vote goes to Sandra.
Okay.
And fifth vote and player leaving is Sandra.
All right. I can live with that.
Yes, okay. So Aubry voted for Sandra. Bobby John voted for Sandra. David voted for Boston, but changed his vote to Sandra. I voted for Sandra. Courtney voted for
Looks
Rob.
like I'm on yet.
Yeah.
No, wait. Oh, I was smart and changed.
Yeah, you did good there. Okay, you're still in this.
We're on the same team, which is okay.
Yeah, if we win immunity, that means we both will make another go.
Yeah.
So let's just win immunity. Easy.
I mean, I can in real life. But...
Yeah, I mean, this is just, this seems like the Power Alliance. Like, it feels like these four are making it to the merge.
Yeah.
Unless they switch. Unless they do a stupid, they switch.
I would love to switch back. Actually, I could potentially do that.
Yeah. We just won the rewards, so they might get you back. So Joe England goes, and they choose Boston Rob.
Or not. All right.
Joe England gets the ball and chooses the mutiny.
What the actual fuck? Do we win at least?
We do.
Okay.
So now that one tribe is down to like nothing.
They have 4 people on there.
Do they even, or is there even less?
I mean, we're so...
That's not a very strong alliance, though. Somehow you are so strong even though you're not there.
That's just my luck with women. So strong, but they're not there.
Okay.
Catherine noted! And she gets a vote? Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm going to say it's going to end up at Rocks. Whatever.
It's going to Wentworth.
It's going to go to Rocks. It's going to go to
Rocks.
Rocks.
First vote goes to Kelly. Second vote goes to Russell. Third vote goes to Russell. Fourth.
It's going to go to Rocks.
So if it goes to Rocks,
I don't want Ben or
Coach. Or
I don't
Stephanie.
I don't want either of them to go. I'm going to say strategically, I would prefer if Coach goes.
Yeah, but you don't want him to go. First vote goes to Russell. We're at Rocks.
People are so stupid.
Why do you always get like the just shitty tribe?
Because I'm related to Spencer in some capacity. I'm the Spencer of the Brantsteeles.
This is just bad for Russell too. We wanted him to have a good tribe, and he's just getting these bad tribes.
Who is it?
Stephanie, the tribe has spoken.
Gosh, diggity, darn it.
That's unfortunate. So Coach voted for Kelly. Kelly voted for Russell. Russell voted for Kelly, and Stephanie voted for Russell. It's not looking good for Kelly either.
No.
Hopefully, maybe she mutinies.
At this point, you kind of have to. Dude, could we see a decimation?
That'd be interesting, actually.
That would be interesting.
If someone in your tribe mutinies and they lose immunity, yeah.
A decimation.
Just a complete one tribe just gets screwed. Huh. I want to see that. I really want to see that now.
Low key, yeah.
Okay, reward challenge. Your tribe wins reward. They win a trip to a waterfall and barbecue with hamburgers. They can set someone from the losing tribe. Ryan goes.
Come on, Kelly.
And Coach.
I'm down with Coach.
Okay.
All right, who gets it? Is a Coach going to mutiny?
Ryan. Okay, so it won't happen.
Now, what do I...
You do not mutiny. I think that was good. I think it would have been stupid. It would have been stupid.
We'll see in a sec.
Yeah, and
we make the merge.
We haven't made jury yet, though. There is the merge, but that doesn't get jury. You have the cool clue. Does not matter. Courtney is rubbing the tribe the wrong way, though.
Oh, okay.
And Russell isolates himself from the rest of the tribe. Okay.
Let's see. I'm just gonna say Russell.
Yeah, first vote goes to Russell.
I'm sorry, Russell.
Second vote goes to Kelly.
You forget how loud these screams are in person?
Yeah.
No!
That is awful. Your alliance that was so strong goes out right before you and you guys had just became a strong alliance.
No.
God
damn it.
Wow. So Kelly, man, that is unfortunate.
All right, well,
at least Coach made the merge.
Yeah, that's nice.
He didn't make the merge last time.
That's nice. All right, so
let's look at alliances that are here now. So
things are not good.
Yeah, so Aubry, Bobby John, Rob, and Joe King are still pretty good. Coach and Courtney have a little alliance. Then you got this just giant fuckery right here. Yeah. Most likely these aren't going to be sticking together.
Yeah. And
then we got Coach and Russell. So Coach, Courtney, and Russell. Looks like those are his go-tos right now.
Can I win this? Yes!
Ryan wins immunity. Good job, man. You make jury at least.
Yay! I'll take that's the best. That's better than I did last time, which was.
You went out pretty early, I believe.
We went out in it was
right
before the podcaster. I was like second.
Yeah. Okay, so Coach and Courtney dissolved though. So it's probably one of those two.
Probably.
I'm going to say
Coach.
Aubry still has the idol. No one on the Timbura tribe found the idol. They just chose not to find idols.
I mean, it's still technically. Well, I mean, if the simulator is there, if they're doing it because they went to the Black Tribe beach, right?
Yeah.
So technically, that idol is still there. Though this season is known for no idols being played.
Yeah. First vote goes to Coach. Second vote goes to Coach. Third vote goes to Courtney.
Are we splitting?
Fourth vote goes to Coach.
Oh, no.
Fifth vote goes to Coach.
Is it a clean sweep? No.
Sixth vote goes to Courtney. Seventh vote goes to Coach. Eighth vote and player leaving as Coach. Just misses out on jury.
Dang.
That's unfortunate.
But hey, we're both making it to jury.
It was Coach and Russell were on the outs, so Russell's probably going home next.
If he doesn't win immunity.
Yeah.
All right. The alliances.
Okay. Well, it looks like I'm in a very good position.
Yeah.
I'm in both of the alliances. Rob is in both alliances. Bobby John is in both. So this is just the alliance that's running the game.
Yeah, pretty much. If we were smart, we would take Russell and begone you guys.
Yeah. Boston, Rob, Bobby John, and Joe win rewards. They win a whitewater rafting trip down the Rio Novo and a picnic. And they send Ryan to exile.
Give me that idol clue.
And Bobby John wins immunity.
Idol clue?
You get no idol clue. You just went to exile.
Oh, there is no hidden immunity idol either.
Yeah, so you just go to exile to get separated from everyone.
You know, that's not... Oh my god. We are... Russell is dead. He is dead in the water.
What just happened?
We're all just going to be super solid for one vote.
We all just decided Russell cannot make it any further than us.
So Russell has to go here.
Literally, there's no outcome for Russell to get out of this. First vote goes to Russell. Second vote goes to Russell. Third vote goes to Aubry. Fourth vote goes to Russell. Fifth vote goes to Russell.
I'm writing it down now.
Sixth vote goes to Russell. Yeah.
Right.
Wow, just...
All right, we made it past the halfway mark.
Mhm.
Neither of us have ever done that before.
Yeah, this is a rare circumstance right here.
I know.
So good for us, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're so loyal, but it's like, guys.
We have to go. Courtney, Bobby, John, Joe, and David went a reward. They went a river cruise along the Lishui River.
Is it going to be?
And Aubry goes to exile. And Joe Ingram does what Joe Ingram does best and wins immunity.
All right, let's see.
Okay. Aubry has the idol.
Who could it? I think it's... I'm going to say Courtney.
I was going to say Courtney too, actually. I feel like they might start going on my tribe, the people who mutinied from your tribe. I think that might
That's
happen.
the smart thing to do.
I think that might start happening here. First vote goes to Courtney. Second vote goes to Courtney. Third vote goes to Courtney. Fourth vote goes to Courtney. Fifth vote goes to Joe.
Yeah.
Sixth vote player league. So it just...
I think we're just like, we're all just in it together. We'll just choose one.
Yeah.
It's
this is Boston Rob.
Tribal council will basically be like, nose goes. Oh, dang, I lost.
This is Boston Rob's strategy right here. He's doing the freaking buddy system. He's literally
But we're all buddies, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is this is how he won when it was the majority alliance. He literally would just be like, okay, it's this person, and tell everyone else, and they would be like, oh, we can't betray him.
God.
That's just not good. This could be a Boston Rob victory.
I wouldn't mind that. Was it good?
Yeah.
Reward.
Ryan wins reward. He wins a trip to a natural spring.
Oh, that's nice.
All by yourself. Oh no, you would go.
No, I can.
You get David and Aubry.
Those are two nice people.
And he sends Boston Rob to exile. This was a smart move by you, I'd say.
A little bit, yeah.
To send
no
the person who is making everyone stick together.
Do I win immunity?
Joe Ingram wins immunity.
Okay.
He's kind of becoming a beast.
Do they?
Bobby, John, and Aubry have a minor fight. Could Aubry play the idol and take out Bobby John?
I think it could be Rob, actually.
You think Rob? I'm going to say Bobby John. I think that an idol play is happening here.
One of the Roberts, or, well, I mean, granted, his name is hyphen, it's Bobby John, but Bobby comes from Robert, so.
Yeah. She does not play the idol.
Okay.
First vote goes to Ryan. Second vote goes to David.
Let it be David, come on.
Third vote goes to Ryan.
No, I'm sorry.
Fourth vote, it's you. It's totally, yeah. They're just choosing one person to go home and calling it good.
At least I made it.
You got seventh. That's pretty good.
I like 6 better.
Yeah.
6 is an awesome number.
Yeah. Just this alliance just is dominating from every aspect. David sends someone to Exile Island. He sends Boston Rob again.
Good God.
And Bobby John wins immunity. Aubry has the idol. Okay, who's going home here?
I'm going to say... wasn't in that. I'm going to have to say it's going to be Joe.
I think it's Joe too, because he's won 2 individual immunities. He's a clear threat to keep winning immunities.
Yeah.
Send him home now. Aubry plays the idol on David.
Uh-oh.
The first vote goes to Joe. The idol was waste. There was no good idol plays this season. Second vote goes to Aubry. Third vote goes to Joe. Fourth vote goes to Joe. Fifth vote, and Joe goes home.
Made it to the final 5, man.
Yeah. Oh, come on. I can do this. I can win. I can bring one of the Day After podcast members into Winners at War.
It's his channel too. Come on, guys.
Yeah, come on. Let's do this. Let's do it. Okay, I'm in the major 4, so like Joe England is on the outs. Or David is on. Yeah, David Wright is on the outs.
Yeah.
I win reward. An overnight trip to the governor's retreat, and I share it with Bobby John. And I send Aubry.
Of course.
David Wright wins immunity. What happens now?
I don't know.
The 4 here have to turn on each other.
I'm going to say it's Rob.
But now it's become a very strong alliance.
Well, I mean, you got to vote someone off. And I'm going to say
Rob. They've got to turn now on Rob.
It's Rob, or I think maybe Aubry because she played the idol.
Okay.
I'm going to say Aubry. Final answer.
First vote goes to Rob. Second vote goes to Rob.
I shouldn't have flipped.
Third vote goes to Aubry. Fourth vote and player leaving is Rob.
Dang.
Wow. Okay. I made final 4. This is a momentous occasion right here.
Yep, you are the first of the Day After podcasters to make it to the finale.
Yeah. Okay. Bobby John wins immunity.
Hopefully he remembers that, took you on a reward.
Exactly.
Nothing happened. All right, so I guess
David goes
out.
home. It seems like it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's David.
It's very simplistic.
Wow, this is crazy how it's just we're just choosing one person and it's like they're almost okay with this. They're just like, okay.
It's like, certainly.
Well, it's just there's been this big alliance and they don't want to like hurt the alliance because they want to make it further. But by doing that, it kind of prevents gameplay.
I just don't understand the logic. This is where things get tricky. You're supposed to isolate, kill, or be killed.
Yeah.
All right, win this.
Aubry wins immunity. Am I going to be the day 38?
No.
I'm going to be day 38.
No, you're not.
I'm going to be day 38.
No, you're not.
Oh, I had the alliance with Bobby John way more than Aubry, I'd say. It's just, does Aubry think that she can beat me over Bobby John?
I think you got this.
Bobby John goes home. I'm in the finals.
You gotta win this, man.
I'm in the finals. Come on.
You got to win this.
Come on. Okay, Aubry and Joe face the jury.
Come on.
First vote goes to Joe.
Sure.
Second vote goes to Joe. Third vote goes to Joe.
Sweet.
Fourth vote goes to Aubry. Joe has 3 votes. Aubry has 1 vote. Fifth vote goes to Aubry.
We have to see.
Sixth vote goes to Aubry.
Come on. 1 vote for Joe.
It's the last vote, I believe.
1 more. Oh, come on.
Aubry and Joe each have 3 votes. 1 vote left. Joe, I have won a
Good
season
job.
of Survivor.
Good job,
Brantsteele.
man.
I am going to make it to Winners at War.
Nice.
Ah, okay. That means now you got to come back for All Stars and win it.
All Stars, and if there's a second one, or if there's a 2-time winner, last chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Congrats, man.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, let's see who voted for who. Russell voted for Joe. Courtney voted for Aubry. Fuck you. Voted for Aubry.
She has a lovely smile.
She does.
And it won me over.
Joe votes for Joe. Joe votes for Joe. And
Joe sticking together.
Rob votes for Joe. David votes for Aubry. Bobby John votes for Joe. I barely won.
Do I win fan favorite?
Bobby John wins fan favorites. Okay.
Still 7 is pretty nice.
Yeah. You third jury member of Token Team. That's pretty good.
I got the Sierra.
Mm-hmm. Nice. That's good. Other statistics. I was the most strategic this season.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Look at that. I think we both did pretty good, honestly.
Yeah. I feel realistically, I would have won more challenges, but
you won an immunity and a reward.
Yeah. But dang it. I'm glad at least one of us won.
Yeah, exactly. It's finally happened.
Yes.
After 16 of these.
16. It was destiny.
It had to happen at some point.
Overall,
we've been on this now so much.
I know. It's our channel, blah, 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 but come on, it's fantasy.
Yeah.
Let me live out my fantasies.
Yeah.
Because actually, well, I still need to make my tape.
We always say that.
I filmed everything though.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing. It's just
editing it.
No. It's just I see my double chin sometimes and I'm like, Ryan, no.
No, just say double chins are great. It adds character.
All right. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Congratulations once again, Joe.
Thank you.
for winning.
Winners at War is going to be now much more epic now that I'm a part of it.
Exactly. Now we have like really high stakes in it.
Yeah, exactly. Now we just gotta get you on it.
Yes. I have like one, maybe two other chances, but
yeah, it can happen.
It is possible, and I'll do my best to hack Brantsteele, and anytime they see me, just make it number one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess this is going to be the end of the episode of the Day After podcast.
All right. Peace out, guys, and happy holidays.
Adios.